For us to begin to understand Kim's water drop paintings, we need to unpack their symbolism as well as consider what makes them singular. The paintings look hyper-realistic from a distance, but as you move closer to the surface, the brushstrokes become visible. Kim's water drops are a means of opening up a conjectural space. In this space, the artist invites viewers to speculate on the purpose of the paintings, beginning with the contemplation of time passing, as well as reflect upon their possible meanings. At their simplest, Kim's views of suspended, transparent water drops enable us to contemplate our vulnerable existence on the brink of dissipation. Kim, who was a combatant during the Korean War, explains about these paintings. The act of painting water drops is to dissolve all things within, to return to a transparent state of nothingness. By returning anger, anxiety, fear, and everything else to emptiness, we experience peace and contentment. While some seek the enhancement of ego, I aim toward the extinction of the ego and look for a method of expressing it. Moving to Paris in 1970 seems to have enabled Kim to move beyond both the war and the influence of American painting into a territory all his own. This is when he begins to achieve his greatness. The fact that Kim connects the sight of water to Eastern philosophy is important, because it enabled him to move further away from the painting styles he saw in New York. In Water Drops 1983, Kim applied large, thick charcoal gray and pastel brushstrokes, which are diagonally oriented, in the middle of his painting's brown linen square. This large, irregular rectangle of thick paint harkens back to his informal paintings. But something has changed. A noticeable stain seems to be leaking out from under the impasto form's right and bottom edges. Is this stain spreading from the physical paint? Or is it an illusionistic detail that Kim painted? What are we to make of Kim's juxtaposition of the real and illusory? Different kinds of materiality, of form and illusion. Solid and transparent, thick and thin, substantial and insubstantial. How do these different states and tensions evoke our relationship to the everyday world and to time? By painting this understanding of reality with meticulous attention to each water drop, Kim meditates on, as well as shapes, his own passage in time. The water drops can be read as a sign of the artist's ability to move on and to adapt his circumstances without losing his identity. It is an identity in which the I or the ego is not central. The water drops will return without his aid. Kim knows that time will subsume him, and he does not look away.